Mamamoo, Mr. Ambiguous, is a song that talks about an empowered woman, a confident woman who finds it a bit strange and questioning and resisting ambiguous signals that a man is sending her, whether he's into her or not. And let's see how the girls deliver it to us, the song here, in a performance on the show It's Live.
실례지만 내게 뭐가 묻은 거니 네 눈빛에 내가 헷갈리잖니 Mamamoo 거기 Mr. Mamamoo 쳐다만 보지 말고 좀 더 다가와봐.
So a song that has this soul R&B vibe, a certain 70s funk between 60s and 80s, with this touch of sensuality, something very feminine, something seductive. Solar started then showing this in this slightly lower register, applying the whisper voice, and does this with sensuality in the tone of her own voice, and places the whisper in the low register also for this characteristic. In the chorus too, one of them hit this lower note an octave below and it sounded very beautiful.
It's 라이브 내 밑으로 다 조용히 해. That is a boy, hello Mr. Mamamoo. 네 덫에 걸린 난 애정 결핍이야. Mamamoo.
They have confidence to do this kind of play and simply as if it were nothing. They are very professional, they master what they do.
That is a boy, hello Mr. Mamamoo. 네 덫에 걸린 난 애정 결핍이야. Mamamoo.
Despite the laughter, the diaphragmatic support and the execution are perfect.
신사숙 여러분, let's get on with the show.
Ow, ow. She uses vocal fry very well placed to give the idea of sensuality too. Very well done.
Darling, it's you. 아직 너왜 눈치를 못 채니 너 Mr. Mamamoo 날 헷갈리게 하지 마.
She and Solar, this is Huang. She has a voice that is directed to the nose, but it is a characteristic in general that's typical of Oriental voices. We hear this a lot in Kpop in general, but it doesn't sound like a weak voice without projection, as normally the vast majority of pop singers tend to have. Not her, she keeps the voice projected and with a lot of strength, and with diaphragmatic support very well sustained often.
왜 자꾸 내 맘을 몰라주는 거니 왜 Oh Mr. Mamamoo 날 갖고 놀려 하지 마.
Huasa has the voice, as I have commented before, more retracted voice placed in the glottis and also nasalized. So she has a slightly lower voice in terms of resonance, of the predominant direction from where the voice comes out. Evidently, when you hear a person speaking or singing, you will hear it being in front of her, to the side or behind, but there's a predominance where I can focus the voice, so it has more amplitude, more volume or less volume. She then has this characteristic of a voice that is more directed in the glottis and the lower part of the nose, nasalized and glottal.
É uma voz mais Mamamoo, Mamamoo.
So it's like a duck voice, not exactly that. I just use the figure so that we have a reference. But it's a vocal characteristic, but hers is a bit lower compared to Huasa and Huang's.
꼭꼭 숨어 머리카락 볼라 견디를 멈추던 달콤한 말 양의 탈을 듣는 소리치는 Mamamoo, Mamamoo 거기 Mr. Mamamoo 날 가슴 떨지 말고 나를 가져봐.
Her voice as a consequence by the fact that she's in this region, so she gets more vocal too. She has a bit more metallization than the other girls. By the way, she's a soloist, and I've heard one or two of her songs. She does live performances, very beautiful ones. At some point, I will bring her to analyze. It's totally worth it. All four of them I've been wanting to analyze for a long time. They in solo performances, and at some point I will do that.
신사숙 여러분, let's get on with the show. Darling, it's you. 아직 너왜 눈치를 못 채니 너 Mr. Mamamoo 날 헷갈리게 하지마. My love is for you. Come on. 왜 자꾸 내 맘을 몰라주는 거니 왜 Oh, Mr. Mamamoo 날 갖고 놀려 하지마.
They use several techniques. It's a mid to low range that the song is in, and they bring sensuality, a playfulness within the sound. That's fun, this soul, this funk from the 60s, 80s. They use various techniques to bring variety and bring this playfulness. Both by using whisper at some moments, they make transitions to falsetto ranges on notes that are higher, for example in that. And sometimes they go into falsetto, other times they do it in head voice, but with great balance, without too much contrast, without aggressiveness. Different from the other songs I had reacted to, where they were with fuller, more complete voices. Due to the song's characteristics being more aggressive, more imposing.
꼭꼭 숨은 머리카락 보일라. Let's go monster. 어서 말해봐 Mr. Mamamoo 왜 삐딱하게 구는 거들 마치 베레모 사랑 가보지 말고 빨리 와요 내게로 사랑은 쟁취하는 거야 불러봐요 세레모.
She has a very fast rap, very pronounced, very well delivered actually. And I owe you a song where she is singing. I got two suggestions and I hope next time I can analyze it. I want to hear her singing as I haven't yet.
아마도 나 말고 딴 여자 있는 것 같다고. 신사숙 여러분, let's get on with the show. Darling, it's you.
Now Solar comes with her full volume. Her microphone comes back as she always does. And I always comment too. When that minimal perception that the singer has to move the microphone away when they're going to sing with more volume, just this already indicates the singer has a bit more technical level. First, because they can produce volume with quality, and second, because they have the perception that the voice will come out very loud. There are singers in Kpop, not to say it's most Kpop singers, who don't even have this minimal notion. Unfortunately, it's a reality. Kpop is focused on the overall performance. Singing is just one more element within this overall performance, but it's not the focus. In their case, they focus on singing.
Mr. Mamamoo 나 헷갈리게 하지마. My love is for you. Only for you. 왜 자꾸 내 맘을 몰라주는 거니 왜 Oh, Mr.
Beautiful this dialogue between Huasa and Solar, both with open belting up there. Huasa with the characteristic of her glottal voice more retracted, but she opens the projection, and both do that painting up there like they always do.
Mamamoo 날 갖고 놀려 하지마. 괜찮다면 박수 한번 쳐주세요. Hey, Mr.
So beautiful this high note from Huasa, Perfectly crafted, perfect. She delivers with extreme volume and intensity, yet at the same time with balance. It's something that was properly painted. Top level singers do it like this, almost as if the effort she makes to sing up there is the same as she matches in the low notes, including what she did on the last note.
Oh,
She did it down here. She matched it, and you notice it's as if there's no difference in volume, because everything is widely projected and placed correctly. It's very uniform. All her resonance, too, and the other girls. And simply, it's a group that's completely out of the ordinary. They are K-pop veterans, and it's no wonder, it's admirable, it's very pleasant to listen to them. So, my next analysis, I will definitely pick a song where Monbiu sings. I want to hear her singing too. I've been told she also sings quite well, just like the other three. So if you enjoyed this little analysis, leave your like, your comment below, subscribe to the channel to see more analyses like this. Also consider providing some financial support down below in the first pinned comment with the PayPal link or through the super thanks button. Alright, see you.